at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Many on the committee feel that the substantial further progress test for employment has been met. Others feel that it's close. They want to see a little more progress. There's a range of perspectives. I guess my own view would be that the substantial further progress test for employment is all but met.
What a bunch of BS that is. Unbelievable. I think it met the test. No, it hasn't met the test. First of all, we're about 7 million jobs too short. Short of the 22 million jobs we lost during the pandemic. We're about 7 million short. You can't taper in that kind of a situation. And the other problem with the jobs, they're all lousy jobs. They're all service jobs. All service jobs. And in that kind of a situation, you cannot taper. And we have a whole other bunch of reasons why you can't taper. But that's the one he's talking about. Oh, I think we taper now. We're getting very close. That's a bold-faced lie. He's lying. Let me tell you about his taper. His taper is a big smoke screen. He knows he can't taper. It's impossible to taper. He can't do it. So here's what he's going to do. He's going to create an illusion that the economy is doing better. That's what he's doing right there. That's exactly what he was doing. Creating an illusion the economy's doing better than it really is. Because he wants to help Biden, that's his boss, and the Dems through the midterm elections. You think he's going to raise rates going to the midterm election? What are you, nuts? So here's what he's saying. Well, maybe I'll start tapering early. I'll maybe start tapering in December of 2022, but maybe I'll start early. This is the BS he's throwing out there. Now, even if Powell started to taper, let's say he cut back on the $125 billion a month that we print to go buy treasuries, bring interest rates down to zero so we can loan that money to the banks at zero so they can buy their own stock to push up their earnings, to push up their stock price all fake. $125 billion a month. Let's say he cuts that back by $15 billion a month. Who said he's going to raise rates? You didn't hear him say, if we start tapering early, even if we tapered $15 billion a month, we cut back $15 billion a month on the amount of money that we print, that we go buy treasuries to raise it, keep interest rates at zero. I promise you, we'll cut rates. See, the idea of tapering, tapering is so that rates will go up, the rates will go, but there's no promise he's going to do that. There's no promise he's going to do that by tapering. Tapering, you want rates to go up. So, I don't think he's going to taper. So, he said he's going to cut back. He may cut back in 2022, or he may do it a little earlier. I don't see that happening. And he's not going to. Let's say he does. Let's say he cuts back $15 billion a month. That's as little or nothing. There's little to nothing to reduce inflation. Inflation is out of control. Inflation is crazy. You know, the inflation right now is at the same point it was when Volcker had to come in 1981 and bring interest rates up from 11% to 20%. We're in that same inflation right now, the same rate of inflation Volcker was facing, and he knew it was so devastating to the economy, so devastating to Main Street. He quickly came in and he raised rates to 21%. I remember my rates went up even more than that. Local banks were even moving up more than that. I was in the oil industry at the time, buying oil. And we had to borrow a lot of money to buy oil. And every day we get another notice, rates going up to over 22%. Is that crazy? So he can't taper. Not with the massive debt we have right now. You can't that's not going to go down. But let's say he does. So if he goes to $15 billion a month to taper, to cut back on the amount of money that he's printing, which would cut back on the amount of money that they would have to buy treasuries so that way rates would start going up. He's not guaranteeing he's going to push rates up. He's not guaranteeing it. And that amount of tapering is not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. You won't even notice it. So we'll see what happens. So we're not going to. You think that he's going to be able to reduce inflation? Not going to happen. From all that money printing, Biden's nonstop stimulus plans. Are you kidding? Remember, stimulus is an economy on life support. Anytime there's stimulus, our economy is admitting it's on life support. But they never talk about that. Increase inflation. They want the inflation to keep increasing because it enriches the top 1% of the population because their assets, all their real estate, exclusive real estate goes up, their fine art, their coin collections, their stocks, gold, platinum, everything they have goes up in value. They want that inflation to keep going up. And so doesn't Biden want it to go up. And so doesn't the Fed want it to go up. Because the Fed, remember, is a bank. They want inflation going up. They want inflation going up, not down. Because remember, the big corporations, when inflation goes up, they're paying their debt back with weaker dollars. So they get a big break. We're paying China back with bigger, cheaper dollars, devalued dollars. So we're getting a big break on our national debt. You think he's going to change that? Inflation is a curse. It's financial destruction. Inflation raises the cost of everyday staples, gasoline, food, rent. Inflation gives you an automatic wage cut. In the same way a company that you work for says, I got to cut your wages. No difference. In the last few months, we got an equivalent of 2.5% wage cut. With inflation, that's right, when you get your paycheck Thursday, you got a 2.5% wage. You go, so yeah, but it's the same amount of money, but it doesn't buy the same amount of goods. Doesn't buy the same amount of goods. That's like last month. They were lying to us. The Fed was lying to us last month. They're saying, look at retail sales. Retail sales strong. Consumers are strong. No, it wasn't. What was happening is prices were going up, but they weren't selling the same amount of units that they're selling the month before. They weren't selling so prices of brooms were going up. They said, look at this. We're selling more brooms this month than last. No. The price of brooms went up, but they're selling less units. See, they should be reporting in the number of units sold, not by the price, because they could lie to us, and they lied to us last month saying the economy's getting better. Look at this. People are really out there buying. Consumers are buying. They have so much money because they were locked down and they weren't spending. That's a total lie. They weren't spending when they were locked down. They're online buying stuff like crazy. Main Street, on the other hand, they don't have real estate and fine art and stocks and all that. They get screwed when there's inflation. So there's the problem. Do you think our Congress cares about Main Street? Do you think our president cares about Main Street? No, they care about themselves. They care about Wall Street. They care about the wealth, that's all. Inflation, they want more of it, not less of it. No tapering. Hate to break the bad news.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. That's right. Sign up, go to philsgang.com, hit Working Investor Group, and you'll get for 10 days, you get my color-coded chart, tells you when to add, when not to add, when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell, and better yet, it'll position your stock, or it'll position you for the market. Either one's going down, you will consistently make money. It will switch your position. If you can switch a light switch on and off, you can do this. The color-coded chart has a call to action. It's color technology. It's patented. We patent it. It tells you when it starts turning from green to yellow, it's telling you money is coming out. The institution is pulling money out. And then it turns red, it's a confirmation. So instead of getting out, say, I better get out before it goes down, I better get out. No! We have a mechanism so easy. You just switch your position and you're making money on the way down. Stop. You can't listen to these people that keep telling you to buy on fundamentals. Remember yesterday we talked about this? They're buying on the dip. Buy on the dip, they kept telling us yesterday. Buy on the dip. Buy on the dip. That's the worst thing you can do is buy on the dip. You're going to get killed buying on a dip. It was proven yesterday. These guys supposed to be experts on CNBC, right? They both got clobbered. She said, well, using fundamentals. Fundamentals don't apply once the stock market is linked to financial engineering. Buy on the dip.
We saw JP Morgan come in and say, we think this is technically driven and it's time to buy the dip.
You did buy on the dip.
I guess I got it wrong. I think I came out at something like a 20% loss.
Because I'm focused on fundamentals, I don't know how to time this market.
Well, maybe you need my chart. Join my gang. 10 days free. We'll show you. You know, everything in life is timing. Everything. Your whole life is timing. Actors. How many times you read something, an actor's, oh my God, my timing was wrong. I couldn't take that part. And God, look at that. I could have made $5 million on that deal on the back end. Timing's everything. Life's about timing. How many times I'd rather be lucky than smart? And so you're not going to time the market. Let me tell you something. Anybody that tells you that is an idiot. He's a dope. Now, if we go back before 2008, before the market was linked to financial engineering, yes, you bought on fundamentals. Remember, I've been in this business a long time, 52 years. I remember when we used to go and we watch companies and we look for great companies to start failing because it was management, because the management return on assets, return on equity, they're doing horribly. And the stock starts tanking, but the company was a great company. You had bad management. We go in and buy that stock. We know they would turn that company around. They would start getting better profit margins. The biggest thing you look for a company is operating margins. How they do with their operating margins. You've got to hold those margins. If you sell a hat for $20 and your cost to make that hat is $5, and that $5 that you make before your expenses, that is so important to maintain. When you start cutting a price of a hat and you start cutting that $5 down to $4, you still have the expenses. If the hat is at $5 and you decide to cut it to $4, you still have those expenses. You get killed. You got to keep your margins. You can't do that today. Today it doesn't matter if you have no margins. Who cares? It doesn't matter if you have any profits. Who cares? Who cares if you have the lousiest managers in the world for your company if they're making no money? Who cares? The stock still goes up. They borrow money free, 0%, and they go in and they just take their stock and buy it. And when they reduce the number of shares they have outstanding, they reduce it far enough down so when they lost money and they should be reporting a loss for that quarter, they had bad earnings and the stock should go from $10 down to $8. What do? Reduce the amount of shares they have outstanding. They buy those shares down, reduce it. Now, the earnings automatically go up artificially. So you mask it and your earnings go up. Now your stock goes up $5 instead of down $5. What the hell you need about fundamentals? What do you care about profit margins when you can do that? See, that is the problem in 2008. See, that's the problem with this QE. But Biden told us he's only going to use it for 8 months to a year. He knew that. Same thing with Reagan when he went and he allowed stock buybacks to come back, which were a felony. It was a felony. Stock buybacks were a felony. He said, I'm just going to leave that for 6 months or a year, something like that. It's still here with us 100 years later. So forget fundamentals. A stock going up has nothing to do with the product or how good they make it, how fast they ship it out. Nothing. Stocks go up when you don't even make a profit. Crazy, right? But it works. So now we're going to have this big smoke screen. Powell's going to turn around, and as I said, he's going to turn around and he is going to start tapering. He'll probably taper $15 billion a month out of $125 billion a month. But so what? Doesn't mean he's going to let interest rates go up, right? And $15 billion a month is like putting a drop of ink in the ocean. You're not even going to see it. And it's going to make everybody feel good. That's crazy, isn't it? It's just crazy stuff. Oh, and this Evergrande. What a joke that was. You know, that was a real joke the other day, Evergrande. We all woke up in the morning and this thing, the market's down nearly 500-600 points. The market opens down almost 1,000 points. Oh, this Evergrande. What the hell is this Evergrande? But when you start to look into it, that was a game. We got taken. All of us got taken on that. Thank God. I told my members, look, the market's going to go right back up. Don't worry about that stock. It's going to go right back up. I said, we're going to be up tomorrow morning on the opening, probably up 150 or more. And we were. And I said, don't worry that this market's not going to go down because of Evergrande. And the next morning we were up. And I'll tell you how we did that, how we knew that. Be back right after this break. Join my gang, free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, the other day, the market drops nearly 1,000 points. That was a sham. That was a real sham, okay? Now, please remember this. If you're chasing this market in the last couple of days, you're going to get in trouble. Give you an example. My members knew today to follow the banks, not the big tech, because we could see that they were pushing up the yields on the 10-year Treasury. When you push the yields up, that's good for the banks, bad for the tech. So I'll give you an example. If I compared Bank of America, okay, going up today compared to, let's say, Capital One, what a difference. Capital One has gone up 3%. I'm sorry, Capital One to Apple. Capital One went up 3%. Apple only went up 1%. And if you go and look and compare the banks, if I compare Microsoft to Bank of America, what a difference. What a difference. Microsoft is going to take off. Okay, not Bank of America. Apple's taking off, not Capital One. So you know to stay out of the big tech and stay with your banks today. Okay, you know that. All right, and you stay with your banks like Citigroup. Don't go to Netflix. Netflix is not going to go anywhere. Now the big problem is this: a lot of stocks that you're buying today, you're thinking you're in there and you're buying, you're doing well. You're not looking at the trend. See, you follow the trend of money. The money is still going down. The trend of money still goes down. That's what you have to watch. Where's the trend? Is my trend of the money flow going out, or is it going up? If your trend of money is going out, is going down, and you got a stock going up, you know the only reason why your stock is going here. Let's take, for example, even Citigroup. Citigroup, the trend is down, but Citigroup is going up today. Citigroup's going up today. Well, you don't go buy Citigroup just because it's going up. It's going up for the wrong reasons. The people who shorted it from $74 down to $66, they're buying their position back. That's pushing the stock up. Now, my color-coded chart warns you the candlesticks are all red. All red, telling you don't be buying Citigroup, even though the yields went up, because it's not ready yet. This is why so many people say, gee, the minute I get into a stock, it goes down. How many times have you said that to yourself? But that doesn't happen with us, because the color-coded technology chart makes sure you don't get caught like that. You don't get caught like that. Take, for example, Bank of America. Bank of America is going up today. Why? Because the yields are going up. But wait a minute. The trend of money is still overpowering. The trend of money is still going down. We have more people selling than we do buying. But for the day, a person who sold short at $42, let's think of it this way here. A person says, a professional trader says to another trader, you know what, I think Bank of America at $43 is going to go down. And the other professional trader says, no, you're wrong. He says, okay, I'll make a deal with you. For every dollar it goes down, I can buy that stock at that discount. So if it goes down to 42, I can buy it from you. If it goes down from 43 to 39, I can buy it from you. It's great. No problem. We got a deal, because it's the opposite the other way. If it goes up, then he makes money, not me. So I made the deal at 43, and lo and behold, it went from $43 down to $38. Now I say to the guy, you know what, you got to sell me your stock for $38 that you bought at 43, and he does. So I buy that stock. That's called covering my short position. That's what makes the stock go up. Before the color-coded technology, the candlesticks would be like every other chart out there. You couldn't tell. So all of a sudden you think, well, this is great. I'm buying Bank of America today. Look at it, it's going up. Boy, I'm doing good. And that's how you lose money. And everybody, next day it starts coming back down. And they say, look at this. Every time I get on a stock, it comes down. Because they didn't know that. They didn't know it's short covering. That's all it is. The beautiful thing about our chart, it holds your hand. It tells you, look, like there's no other chart in the country, in the world that I know of, better not be. We have a patent, at least in the United States, that this chart is telling us, Bank of America, even though it's going up, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Because the trend of money is still going down. So even though the yields are in our favor, and we look at the yields all day long, every day, they're so important because it'll tell you which leadership group is going to go up. And there's only two leaders, banks and technology. So be very careful. If you're in your buying sections, you hear these guys, buy the dip, buying the dip. Don't do that. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. Now here's another one. Take, for example, Google and take JP Morgan. JP Morgan's zooming up. JP Morgan has gone from a low of 150.38 to 161.29. That's a gain of, what's that, maybe 3%, 2%? 6%, a 6% gain. But you shouldn't be buying it. The only reason why it's going up, because I said to the investor, hey, the stock that you paid JP Morgan $163, I bet it's going to go down. He said, oh, no, you're wrong. And I said to him, oh, no, I'm right. I'm going to short it. I'll tell you, make a deal with you. I can buy, when that stock's going down, you got to sell to me anytime you want at that lower price. And I make the difference. It's fine, but you got to also pay me the higher price if it goes up. But I was right. So the stock went from 163 all the way down to 150. I made money, but I didn't make it yet. I had to say to him, look, okay, the stock came all the way down from 163 to 150. I'm buying it from you now. Because I buy it, he has to sell to me a lower price. It goes up. That's called short covering. It's not that money is coming in from investors. The same people who sold it make it go up. And a lot of you people are getting hurt today buying these stocks. Listen to these dopes saying buying the dip. You don't know what you're doing. But at least with the color-coded chart, you're not going to get in trouble because you see it's going up and it's red. It's telling you, no. Don't get in there. Don't get in there yet. Wait till it turns green. So that's what you learn from us. And also, every day at 2 o'clock, we take the portfolio we've been in for 3 years. And every day at 2 o'clock, we take the color-coded chart and we go over each stock in our portfolio, telling you what to do. So we posted at 2 o'clock. Let's say you don't have a chance to go over it. You go home, supper, 6 o'clock. Say 7 o'clock, you're laid back. Say, I think I'm going to check my stock. And here's what you'll hear about Lowe's today.
Lowe's, right? Lowe's slowly trickling up here still, right back to where we got in. So we're even with it. We're under a little bit of resistance still.
So he tells you what to do. We stay right with you through every stock. Do you think anybody's with you in your 401k and all those stocks? They don't even know who you are. Okay, look. Here's the other thing. Remember, Biden told us all this printing of money, 6.5 trillion a day. It's going to transfer this economy into the biggest economic boom in history. 6.5 trillion a day. That's insane. He's taking care of all those silly programs he put in place. You got to be kidding me. All those programs, those universal programs. It's so here's the deal. That's not helping. It's killing the economy because guess what they're doing? They're giving money. The Federal Reserve is giving money to Wall Street. And guess what? Wall Street's doing with that money. I'll tell you when I get back how Wall Street is hurting you. Wall Street's hurting you. And again, don't listen to these people on the fake business news networks by buying on the dip. I'm telling you, you'll get killed.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
So we're back. Look at, just be careful. Because the market's up 540 points today, everybody's jumping back in the market. But you're going to get hurt. All you have to do is take the S&P or take the Qs. Let's take the Qs. When the Qs dropped, remember, the Qs started to drop back in September 1. Okay? And then they dropped all the way down from 382 down to 360. Now they're on their way back up because everybody's saying buying a dip, buying a dip, buying a dip. But here's the problem. Remember, from 373 where it is today up to, let's say, 381, those are all sellers in it. That's called overhang. Those are people say, if I get half my money back, I'm getting out. And that's why all of a sudden you're getting, it's going up, you think you're doing great, then boom, the stock goes back down. To avoid that, you wait till it breaks out to the high, to its new high at 382, where it came down from 382 all the way down to let's say 361. Wait till it gets back up to that high. Now we go further than that. Our color-coded technology will tell you on the way up, it will show you on the way up, whether it's red or whether it's green. You're protected. And every day, if you follow us, you follow our portfolio, we tell you exactly what to do with each stock in our portfolio. You can't go wrong. Try it for 10 days. You see it works. So if you people everybody jumping in, all excited now, the Qs are going back up. Well, I can't warn you enough. Until it gets above its old high, back here, let's say in September, okay, or even September 1, you could be in very, very bad shape, or you could lose a lot of money. But people don't realize that. You know, like today, remember when yields go up, like the 10-year Treasury yield goes up, remember what happens. Higher yields, that means the banks are going up. So does it mean you jump into banks today? No, for the same reason. You're trying to break up through all that overhead. That's crazy. That's nuts. Wait till it breaks out. If you got into a bank stock at 10 and went down to 5, and now and you're buying it, now it's up to 7, you're all excited. I hope you're not too excited, because the place you should be buying it when it's above breaks through 10, because you have no sellers up there. And between 5 and 10, you got overhang. It's called overhang. You got all these people saying, if I get half my money back, I'm selling. So, and the other problem today is the yields went up. The yields went up. And remember, yields in the dollar go up. Okay, remember, when yields go up, the dollar goes up. When yield goes down, the dollar goes down. The yield and the dollar are in unison. So when the yield goes up and the dollar goes up, what happens? GDX, the miners, go down. That pushes down gold and pushes down S&P. But wait a minute. Today, the S&P's up and the Dow's up. What's going on? There's the answer. It's called short covering. It's called short covering. You're going up for the wrong reasons. You see? These are the things that we know, and we protect our members. Remember when Jim Cramer told everybody to buy NI? Remember, he was all excited about NI?
My question is regarding a local utility company called NiSource, ticker NI. They have
now, there's a stock I want to own for everyone with good dividends, fantastic management. Buy.
Yeah, guess what? This guy bought around $24.75. He told him to buy. My color-coded chart, I said, if you remember, I said, I'll take that trade. I'll take the opposite trade. We'll short it. Because it was red. It was telling us money was coming out. It's dropped from $24.74 down to $23.69. Today it's at $23.90. This guy's getting killed. So you should be shorting this, not buying it. But he tells him to buy. He knows the manager. It's not got anything to do with anything. Again, fundamentals don't work anymore. So please make sure when you're buying a stock, you're following the money. To follow the money, you need to have a color-coded chart. Because like I said today, even though the banks are going up, if you jump in and buy these banks, then you're going to be very disappointed in a couple of days. They're going to come right back down, going up for the wrong reason. You know, again, Biden said with all this money that he's printing, don't worry about it. We're going to print another $6 trillion, he says. Remember, he did $2 trillion on the American Rescue Plan. He did another $2 trillion on the American Family Plan, another $2 trillion on child tax credits. Now he's going to do another $5 trillion on the biggest socialist Marxist plan ever, where everybody gets everything free, right? It's going to be wonderful, he says. We're going to transfer the economy into the biggest economic boom in history. That's a bold-faced lie. I think he's known for lying. He lied on Afghanistan. He's lying on the border. I won't go into all the rest of his lies, but put those aside. The Federal Reserve, think about what the Federal Reserve's been doing. The Federal Reserve make sure the interest rates are at zero by printing money, go buy treasuries, make sure it's down to zero, so that the Federal Reserve can go buy treasuries to bring these interest rates down, right? But guess what? They also take that interest-free money and they give it to Wall Street. The bankster gangsters. For every 4.5 trillion. Listen to me. For every 4.5 trillion the Federal Reserve gives to the Wall Street, free interest, free. The nation's GDP, after they take that money, our nation's growth should be soaring. Should be soaring. Every 4.5 trillion they receive from the Federal Reserve, free interest, our nation only expands 1.4 trillion on every 4.5 trillion they get. Because what are they doing with that money? They're out there speculating with it. They're not putting it into the economy. They're not targeting into the economy. They're not giving that money and making sure there's a lot of business investment going on. They're not making sure CEOs are buying new equipment, put it into their company so they can keep producing. No. So think of this. How can we transform the economy we're in to the biggest economic boom in history when every $4.5 trillion that they print and give to Wall Street gangster banksters, all we get out of it in growth is 1.4 trillion. What are you, nuts? See, and I don't care about any of that. And you're not going to care about any of that when you join my gang. Why? Because all we care about, right, is follow the money. That's all. Follow the money. And what you're going to be happy with when you join my gang, you're going to have a lot of fun at this. Because not only are you going to make money going up, when it starts coming back down, you're going to make money. And once you get to that point, that you have that confidence, that you can say, I could give a damn what this market's doing, if it's going up or down, because I'm doing just fine either way. That's where you got to get to. You can't get to that in a 401k. You can't get to that calling some broker for advice. You can't get to that point. Especially when they tell you, buy in the pullback, buy in the pullback. Here, two experts, what'd they tell you? Buy in the dip, buy in the dip. How'd that work out for them?
We saw JP Morgan come in and say, we think this is technically driven and it's time to buy the dip.
You did buy on the dip.
I guess I got it wrong. I think I came out at something like a 20% loss.
Yeah, of course you got it wrong, you dope. And I don't believe a word he said he's buying on the dip. That's their job. Their job is to get you excited, they're on those shows to get you to buy. That's what they're there for. They're there to get you enthusiastic, get you to feel good, get in here and start buying stocks. That's how Wall Street makes money. You think they have these guys on these programs on CNBC? Do you think they have these guys on a program to help you? No. It's to get the enthusiasm out of you, to get you to buying stuff, to go and start buying stocks. That's their job. Look, the stock market is the greatest place in the world. Once you get to that point that you don't give a damn if the market's going up or down and you don't give a damn about the economy. When you wake up in the money and the market's going down, you're making money. You wake up in the morning, it's going up, you're making money. That's the point you got to get to. That's why 80% of the pros who make money in the market, 80% of their money, think of it, 80% is from knowing how to get out, when to get out, and when to short. Only 20% of people who make money in the market are those folks who know when to get out. When do I get out? And better, can I now short the stock? Think about that. Only 20% of people make money in the stock market consistently because they know when to get out and they know when the market goes down, they're making money, or their stock's going down, they're making money because they learned how to do that here at Phil's Gang. Try it for 10 days free.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.